AKAPADers, TGI Friday. Look, it's early in the morning. We're talking comics. I'm gonna have me a PBR right now. The reason is this is a little bit of a painkiller. Oh no, not the emotional pain. I hurt myself at the gym. I'm in nonstop pain. But it's Friday. It's Jack Kirby's birthday. We're talking Holy Night. Cheers to Holy Night. So good. Okay, so everyone, we are talking Holy Night. This is one of my greatest 90s finds ever. This book is extraordinary, it's unique, and it's a sign. It's a sign of 1994. Maybe the most transformative year in comic book history. What can Holy Night teach us today? Let's get into it.
The following is brought to you by AKAPAD.
Welcome back. Oh, everyone. Sorry about that intro. A lot of pain right here. Too much work at the gym. I don't think I pulled my muscle. I just think I just have it's a collection of tissue back there that's knotted up, and it literally is a shot of pain every time I move, even just there leaning in. Holy Night. Holy crap. Holy Night. Can I show it up again? Look, the lights don't even do this justice because it's a gold reflective cover. I was at Ontario Comics in Philadelphia with my boy Mark. Mark used to appear with me a lot on the podcast. Now soon, speaking of that, soon you're going to be able to go to my website, type in anything, and you're going to get aggregated content of what you type in. So if you type in Mark, you can see all the episodes that Mark appeared on my podcast with me way back, even when we had a different title. You can search by movie name, movie title, genre. That's akapad.com. We have a team. A team of people are working on akapad.com to bring it to life. Okay. Holy Night, 1994. We have a consolidation of the comic book industry. Marvel buys Malibu. I think Capital City goes under. I think we lose Hall of Heroes. So distribution starts to shrink. Comic shops start to close. And Marvel acquires one of its competitors, Malibu Comics. Now, the Marvel-Malibu merger, that was kind of called like Black September. Ooh, that hurt. Black September. A little bit underrated. A lot of good stuff came out of the Marvel-Malibu merger. I was a big Malibu person at the time just because I felt like the stories and the concepts were just so much better than the Image counterparts. Even though I was more of an Image guy, growing up, I was Valiant and Marvel because I felt like the meat of the stories were there, and I've always been a story guy. So I'm at Ontario Comics with Mark, and I come across this for cover price. I paid $2.50 for it. Whatever. Pocket Change Comics, Holy Night. The best thing to say about this comic, just before you read it, of course, really cool artwork, and it has a feel. It has like a texture. I mean, cardstock cover. The pages, like, I don't know, can you hear that? These are not standard. It's not standard newsprint. This comic is an argument for the physical part of reading, like the physicality of reading comics, because this feels so good in your hand, and I really feel like that was the intent. The Bob Dixon, creator writer, Bob Dixon, going into this easily had a vision for the value he wanted to bring to the book. Now we have Scott Schiever. Can't find him. I thought this guy would be on social media to some capacity. Having trouble finding him. He is somewhat of a hashtag on Instagram. So, I'll just put that hashtag down below. If I find any of these guys while, between working on this video and releasing it, I'll put the links down below. Speaking of links down below, Trial by Fire, that's my book. It's coming out, I promise. Update video coming soon. But let's hit that table and flip through this masterpiece. Boom shakalaka. Here we go. Now look, everyone. With that little intro, I kind of forgot to mention. Hold up, we got to change that light too. You guys want it green? Should we just do it? Make it green, yellow, purple. Let's just go regular. So during this time, 1994, everything was Spawn. Spawn was absolutely the big book. Spawn and Tom McFarlane and Wildcats dominated everything outside of Marvel's X-Men. So that's what collectively everything was like gravitating towards. We also have I'm pretty sure the Death of Superman, right? Maybe was that 94? Look, everyone, Trial by Fire. That's my comic coming out. Sign up now. Indiegogo. This is not Trial by Fire, but this I just want to prove to everyone that I can draw. So, black and white comics. We have to take a quick moment and talk black and white comics. This is Jay Lee's Hellshock. Jay Lee has been a topic of conversation a lot in the Twitter sphere. So, hold up here. Everyone, keep in mind, I'm in pain. Your boy here is in pain, but we're persevering. I want to just take a couple seconds to look. I love Ash Canes, by the way. I want everyone to kind of see the power of black and white artwork and what it does. And by that I mean, black and white artwork exposes the artist. You don't have anything to hide behind. Black and white artwork is what it is. It is the artist and the paper. And that is why I am drawn, pun intended, to black and white comics. Because I feel like they reveal two things. The true ability of the art team and or illustrator, and the storytelling. Storytelling is clearly exposed in black and white storytelling. This is an Ash King. There's no storytelling here. This is just promo. This is one of the largest distributed Ash Canes of the 90s, but this is also 94. So Scott Schiever, when he embarked on this, Jay Lee was in the mix. Stephen Platt was in the mix. Capullo, drawing Spawn, was in the mix. Todd McFarlane was in the mix. Jim Lee was in the mix. Can you see the inspiration? When I first saw this, I thought Battle Pope. I thought Robert Kirkman's Battle Pope. I immediately thought Rob Liefeld's Prophet. So, into the Demon Realm, the Holy Knight. Pocket Change Comics. Bob Dixon, Scott Schiever. So, I cannot show off the paper quality enough. This is only a 20-page book, by the way. It's relatively thin. We utilize the back cover, London Night Studios. Tim Vigil, rocking and rolling here, but this cover, though, this front and back cover, it's awesome. Holy Knight is doing Holy Knight things. So this might be, we're dealing with issue 2 here. Issue 1 probably ended with him transforming into Holy Knight. Again, yeah, we got some good captions. It does catch us up. Holy Knight is harnessing his sword. The Redeemer, is it right? It's called the Redeemer. I'm forgetting already. And he is in awe by its power. It's a powerful feeling. And then we jump to a cult here. Now, the lettering pretty much kind of gets better page by page. The lettering here, not so hot, but it does get better. We have a detective. He's breaking up a cult. The cult are sacrificing 2 people. This whole war breaks out. I do like the splintering of this panel. This is not easy to achieve, but the readability is there. Okay, a detective guy breaks up the seance, but they do manage to get Mithril from the demon world. He's going to appear on the next page. Look at the shadowing for this dude's makeup. This is clearly Spawn here, but I kind of like the dark to light at the top of the bottom. And then we have mithril. So now we're airbrushing. So look, one of the things I wanted to say, we're going to touch on this real quick. One of these things I wanted to say. These are maybe clouds, right? We have blood. We have gunfire. We have texture on the grass that doesn't come off. We have more blood splatter here. We have skin texture, what should be veins and ligaments. This is what I mean by a young artist. Everything I just pointed out, you have not figured out yet as an artist. That's what takes time. A lot of the effects when it comes to black and white pen and ink artwork take time. It takes time to figure out how to do them. So the airbrush stuff for this book really doesn't sing. It doesn't come off well. It's a little bit too dark, but we're dealing with mithril, okay? Coming into the material world, as says right there, from the demon realm. And guess what? Who cares? These are demons, rocking and rolling. This would have been a cool lighting effect if we had like a digital pre-press. But, so everyone, again, some Kirby crackle. The effects here are not selling too well. The silhouettes here, or the demons, I guess they're black, doesn't sell too well. But it's readable, and we get to it, and we want to see Holy Knight fight Mithril. Which they do, because he sends his servants out to find the sword. And this dude's like, Master, I found the sword. And look, he's like, how dare one so unworthy as yourself lay hands upon the sword Redeemer without its blade first piercing your black heart. And then this dude's like, I'm a demon. So, boom, here we go, money shot. Mithril versus Holy Knight with Redeemer ready to throw down. And we have our 90s action here. Now look, a lot of this design work I would say is clearly inspired by Spawn. The execution, the way we're trying to shade and shadow the figures, I kind of want to say I feel like it's Stephen Platt. Platt was taken over at this time, so we have some ideas on how to handle airbrush backgrounds and black and white artwork on top of that airbrush backgrounds. Experience will only make this better, okay? And then boom, we have the war, the battle, Holy Knight versus Mithril. All effects that technically could be drawn better, but look at this. We're kind of going from left to right, and we know, look, the angle of the panel too. You know, it's a cone. It's two triangles essentially, or three triangles, but we know to go from left to right, left to right, left to right, and there's an action, there's a flow to this. This is it's a ballsy layout. And then we have our boy Holy Knight. He escapes. He escapes into another world, another realm. And we have this wizard guy. I forget this wizard guy's name. He is on the cover. And he's like, you're a demon. And he's like, I'm not a demon. And they're like, we have to use a photograph for our background. And he goes, well, if you're not a demon, we can work together. And then they work together. They become friends. And they go back. They leave themselves vulnerable, and boom, Mithril steals the Redeemer, and that's where we end. Redeemer gets stolen, and we're ending this issue with the two new compadres, the brothers, the bros. They have to go redeem themselves for losing Redeemer, and they have to go back into the demon realm to fight Mithril again for the sword that they had at the beginning of the book. So this is young storytelling. It's not perfect, but it's just fun to read, and the handling of this book, it's incredible. I want to make something like this. I just feel like I have to. But everyone, this is Holy Knight. Track it down if you can. I'm gonna get the other issues. I want to talk about this entire series piece by piece, and then I want to do a collected edition video where we just go through every single issue of this book one by one. All right, before we get back to the desk, let's have one for Peter. Okay, we're back. It is a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece because it's a definition of the 90s. Someone getting their shot, and then someone, two talented people just kind of like disappearing into the ether of the world swallowing them up. But if we know where Scott is, we have to find this guy. We have to know the level he's at, because the work here is what I would consider high level. Is it fully formed? No. Is it perfect? No. But then what really is? but the potential is there. And knowing it's 2020, 94, what happens in that gap? How far? How much do you grow as an artist? I would feel like if Scott drew once a month for that period of time, he would have evolved and he would be a different artist today. So hit that bell, subscribe, show me some love so I can show you some love. Comments mean everything. I care less about subscribers, more about comments. Leave a comment. Let's do this.